everybody, Satyrion Leafspar again. This is video number 4. This is going to be the last one of the evening. Just so you know, if you're here on my channel for BJD's Ball Jointed Dolls, Resin Dollies, and the Resin Crew, I'll be doing the Wine and Dollies Resin Rambles, as I call it on my channel, tomorrow, because it is getting late and I am getting tired, and I have talked a lot tonight, almost for an hour at this point, which is why I need something to drink. Anyways, I'm going to be unboxing the last of what I'm going to be unboxing for the evening, and any of the videos at this point, given this is the last video, so this announcement at this point really won't matter, will be uploaded over the period of about 4 days. So, to start with, all of these were from the Thanos event at Toys R Us. We are going to start with Mrs. Incredible, or Elastigirl, technically speaking. Okay, so this is a little after the fact, and it's probably because I've gotten tired. This is the back of the box, mildly damaged. There is a blurb. And here are some of the other dolls that are available. I am still looking for Violet and Edna. I was not able to find either of those in my Toys R Us. So here she is, and her hair has been concreted into place with what feels like a silicone-based hair gel, because it's greasy at the same time. Her outfit is an outfit. It is not painted or molded into place. Although it is super, super form-fitting, it's not something that I would consider removing. So she's been in the same position inside the box, obviously, since manufacturing date. And my guess is obviously 2018, but I don't know when. But the reason I was going there and I was making that statement is it's almost like the outfit itself is kind of resisting the joints, but what we have is articulation in the head, arm, and almost feels like it wants to click. Then elbow, wrist, no waist, hip, knee, and that has a feels like it has a click too. It's really weird. And then no, I'm just gonna remove this shoe. No ankle. I didn't know if the shoe was resisting ankle movement or not. And the shoes are not painted on. They are actual shoes. They're very, very pointy shoes. They make great witches' shoes if you had a doll you wanted to steal them for. But I mean, she's got a great look to herself. This is her face. And it's really, really funny. And I think BC's Art said this in his when he unboxed her. Like, this is the hair on the box. This is her hair. Like, it's gonna take some work to get her to this. She also comes with a mask. I'm trying. Almost. That looks like it comes with an almost smooth silicone interior, so it's got that peel and stick kind of property to it. but it almost doesn't, she doesn't have the face shape to accommodate the mask. But I mean, it's there, but it doesn't look very good, to be honest. Maybe if you heated it up and put it on her face. But I mean, it's there. It's stuck. I don't know how stuck. I don't know. It's fairly stuck. But I mean, there she is. We have several dolls to go through. I don't know how bent I would put any of these arms that are on the black parts, or any of these parts for that matter, because I don't know how the costume would hold up without flaking or breaking, because sometimes pleather materials and vinyls will crack. I'm out of doll stands, if you watched the last video. We're going to move next into Mr. Incredible and Jack. He has a gouged box, as you can see. But this is the back of the box. Jack. So, we're going to start with Jack, who's being washed out by all my lights. He is what I would consider your typical action figure, not so much a doll. He turns at the head and the arms, and he's just really stiff. I'm trying to turn him gently, and he can sit. His outfit is a red metallic plastic and cannot be removed. Scale-wise, Mr. Incredible is giant. He is small. And if you're curious, this is how big these two are next to one another. And we go on to Mr. Incredible himself. He does have a removable outfit, but this goes back into, these outfits are incredibly form-fitting. They could be redressed, and he has already been stained by the black vinyl. But it's one of those things where, you would have to make him clothes because his size is so unusual. And he is hollow. He's huge, though. So that really doesn't surprise me. So his head does turn. Oh, he is stiff. He has some articulation in the arms, a bend, and a swivel. And the wrist does not. So they sacrificed a wrist swivel for an elbow swivel, which is interesting. He does have a bend at the hip, but not the knee, and not one at the wrist, or at the ankle either. He's neat. And I think because he's a cartoon, they did a really good job on the face. And I don't know if I did this either. I know I did it with Jack. Don't fall, Jack. This is them next to one another. I think they look good. I really do. I think they're appropriate, and I was a really big fan of the cartoon. That was the reason I was drawn to them. I would not redress them. I'm a really big fan of movie dolls and cartoon dolls, which is the reason I was drawn to them, which is why I picked them up. I did not pick them up to redress them. I picked them up for exactly who they are. Moving right along, I'm going to take a drink. Oh, and Mr. Incredible was not shorted. He has a very tiny mask. which in my opinion is even more awkward to try to make fit because of the unique shape of his brow. But I think if you got them warm, it might even damage the silicone. I don't know. It was a clever gimmick, but it wasn't thought out very well. But I mean, there it is. Moving right along, last package. I got it when it was at its lowest. It's a palette swap of the Incredibles Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible. I'm getting tired, sorry guys. Incredibles 2, Elastigirl, and Mr. Incredible. This is the front of the box. This is the back of the box. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, this will be basically a palette swap of the first two. And I'll kind of pick up each one of the others so that you can kind of see what the initial and immediate differences would be. So, Elastigirl. And her palette swap. So, one, they used, in my opinion, an identical doll and just created a different outfit for her. This will kind of give you some insight as if you was to undress her, exactly what's going on kind of in this sculpt. I will tell you this is a very cheap plastic. Not to discount the doll, I can't bend the elbow, even though it feels like there's a joint there, and I really don't want to force it. The glove is painted on, which is standard fare for most gloves in this scale doll world. Fortunately, the leggings are not. They are actually stockings, which go down to real boots. As with the actual one piece. It's an actual one piece and it's not molded on, which I'm very grateful for, just because I don't plan on redressing her. It's just they didn't cheap out and they actually made it a one piece. And then we have Mr. Incredible himself. I just dropped his mask. With Mr. Incredible himself, which there's no difference, I mean, whatsoever. They just put just a different outfit on him. It's a palette swap. It's old school versus new school. Kind of what I expected. Although the black has already stained the top, and I'm really curious. Yeah, like his neck is already really horribly marked up, which leads me to believe all down in here is going to be atrocious. But it's one of those things, I don't plan on redressing them. Both of them did come with masks. Here is a red glitter mask for Elastigirl, and there is a duplicate black mask for, if I could put it on appropriately, for the new Mr. Incredible. It's already fallen off. Okay, I'm laying you down. You don't want to stand. I doubt my doll stands will work for Mr. Incredible. Anyways, that will be the duration of my videos related to non-BJDs for the next couple of days. There will be a wine and dollies in the mix somewhere in here. You'll probably have already seen it by the time you've made it to this video. I hope my BJD people have found some kind of enjoyment in all of these videos somewhere, and I hope my other followers, subscribers, YouTube people have enjoyed these videos some way, shape, or form somehow, because you are here and these are the dolls that I do have. Everyone, hope you all have a great night, a wonderful day, regardless of the time you're watching it. I just hope that you're well. Love yourself, love each other, love your dolls, everyone else's too. Just stay well. Goodbye.